Hey, this is a rig rundown for Ryan and his fabulous Pi Records YouTube channel, or is it the Patreon? I don't know what he's going to do with this, but hello. So I'm going to talk to you about my setup. This is mostly my home setup for when I'm doing quick recordings and lessons, but I also use this for if I've got a gig, maybe I don't have any transport, maybe there's not much room in the car or the van. I've got my mini pedal board here, so I've got a bigger setup that I'll use for bigger gigs, but this is my travel board. A lot of people ask me what's my pedal board, my essential pedal board. Of course it depends what kind of gig you're playing. This is the setup I use for a Cramps tribute night, so if you're doing sort of any kind of garage punk, not so much with the surf, because the only reverb I've got here is coming through the amp, which is a Quilter US Super Block, which we can look at in a bit. That's got a nice reverb on it. Reverbs can kind of be bulky if you've got the real thing, which I've got a Fender reverb tank hidden away. It needs new valves, so there's another problem. The upkeep is a bit of a pain. I'd love to try some Surfy Bear stuff. I haven't got my hands on any just quite yet. Also, Dan Electro have come out with a little Spring King reverb, which I'd love to get. But for now, just using the Quilter reverb or whatever reverb I've got on the amps. If I'm playing a larger venue, I might use my Fender DeVille 2x12. That's got a nice reverb on it. But if I was playing a strictly surf gig, I'd be looking for the real surf. The Topanga sounds really good. That's another one on the list. I heard somebody playing it. We were supporting the Surfrajettes with one of my bands. Yeah, that's the X-Ray Surf Vehicle. And the other support band, and the name escapes me now, I'm really sorry, but the guitarist sounded amazing, and I had to go and ask him what his reverb was. It turned out it was the Caitlin Bread Topanga, so that was like a digital one which you can get, so they're cool as well. Guitar wise, I literally, obviously this is my dream guitar, the White Falcon. This was a 2003 one. I put the P90 in myself. I love a P90. It's got the Filtertron in it as well. It's a lovely guitar. It's a bit beaten up. I don't know if you can see, but there's a few tan lines here and there. I bought it off second hand from a Japanese guy. He had loads of stickers on it apparently. Yeah, but I love a P90, so I didn't feel too bad modding it because it was already all beaten up anyway, but I prefer that. It looks like it's lived a life. So there we go. Strings, I like the heavier bottoms, lighter on the top, because I like to do those. I find that kind of surfy tremolo stuff a lot easier to play with the heavier string, but also I like to do the bends. So I like it a bit lighter on top. I'm using Didarios at the minute, I think. So it's like heavy bottom, medium top, I believe. I can't remember the numbers, and I don't change strings very often because I'm cheap. So that's the guitar. Let's look at the pedal board. So like I say, it's my travel pedal board. A lot of these pedals are either borrowed or like cheap, or that's not so true with all of them. But this tuner, that's like, it doubles up as a looper as well, so it's really useful for my lessons if I'm trying to explain what chords go under what lead parts and stuff like that. I must be honest though, when I'm tuning it, there are better tuners out there, but it was super cheap and I needed a looper. It's like some kind of Chinese cheap thing. It does the job, but for real gigs I've got my Boss TU, whatever, I think it's a TU something. Okay, so power supply, Dr. Tone, they don't do them anymore. This was like the cheapest isolated power thing that you could get. It's got higher amperage up here if you've got bigger pedals that need more amperage. I forget. This thing here is a real fancy delay and reverb pedal. It also has a looper function. I don't need any of that. I just use it for the slapback, and I'm just borrowing that off my mate Johnny. Sorry, Johnny. So without slapback. Oh, I'm peaking here a bit. Let's bring that down a bit. I'm still peaking. Let's bring it down. And then with, probably better if I do a pick note. So I like the one slapback, so I like that sort of country Johnny Cash sort of. So messing around with that, I prefer one quick slap and then we're done. You can mess around with it if you're going a little bit more psychedelic, you want the more slaps more spread out. But again, you can achieve this sound with a lot of delay pedals. Dan Electro do some nice cheap stuff. On the big board I've got the RE20, which is like it emulates the tape machines. So there you go. And then like I say, because we were doing a sort of Cramps tribute, we were looking at the Poison Ivy sort of sounds, and one of my favourite things she would do is have some fuzz on. This is a 60s based fuzz. So that's fun. But then we had a bit of tremolo as well. This is a Black Cat tremolo. They're kind of hard to find. Let's speed up. Yeah. Here we go. It's hard to beat that sound. So there you go. I love tremolo. I love it for like that sort of Twin Peaks kind of. That is my. If I've got that with me and a little bit of reverb, I can pretty much do all I need to do in my world. Sometimes if you've got a bigger board, it's nice to have an extra delay so you can do some weird sound effects and stuff. But aside from that, I don't do too much with the pedal boards. I do have this lovely give some spooky light here. Let's take you over to the Supro. So that it's not currently plugged in. I've been using it. It's that's got an inbuilt tremolo and also a really nice reverb on it. It's 15 watts, and it's got an attenuator. You can play it at 1, 5 or 15 watts. I would go for 15 on a live bigger stage. Keep it to 1 while I'm playing at home. There you go. What else have we got here? We got some guitars here. I might as well do the cribs thing, eh? So, obviously there's my White Falcon. This is my 6120 Reverend Horton Heat. That's like my oldest guitar that I've had since 2008. It's been with me all over Europe. That's my YouTube light. It just can go there. The radiator's not on, don't worry guys. I've got a little, whoops. I'm kind of in a cramped room, so this is the way it is. Here's my telly again with the P90. I got the K, I don't know what you call this, I can't remember. But I love that that's got its own kind of thing. I gotta have a baritone, that's like one of my big sounds that you hear in my bands. X-Ray Cat Trio. I love some Barry. And then the bass, that's mostly for recording backing tracks, which I've got on my YouTube channel. And let's have a look around here. What we got? We got the Serial Killer cards. We got the String Stars. That is a Daniel Donato's Cosmic Country. Man, my brain's gone dead. What do you call this? It's a phaser. That's really cool. We were doing some Cosmic Country stuff. That came in useful. That's another good slapback machine. It's also got a, how you say, distortion on it. We use this for the keyboard sometimes. It's like a fake spinning speaker. Down electro. They're kind of hard to find at the minute. I think both of them you can't get them so much anymore. That's a poster of my band X-Ray Cat Trio. I got them for sale, by the way, if anyone's interested. That's my official photograph of my band thing when we got endorsed by Gretsch, so that was a nice moment. Bit of a Gretsch nut, signed by Kim Falcon there. What else we got? A little Dan Lecture amp. I think I'm just showing you my stuff now, aren't I? Signed posters, Bloodshot Bill, and Heavy Trash, signed by Bloodshot Bill and the chap from Heavy Trap. Please, John Spencer, of course. Dan Sartain, rest in peace, my old friend. We got a Wolf Cop toy from the Wolf Cop movie, which we got a track on the sequel. That was a happy day. Gretsch card, King Diamond from my friend Jamie. Some more pedals. These pedals, I used them for a Police covers band, so quite different from the surf stuff. What did we have here? Man, there's a flanger and a chorus. Well, I don't normally use them, but when I was emulating Andy Summers, I needed them. That's a fuzz my friend built me, an X-Ray Cat fuzz. I've not tried that for a while. That's a signed photo from the Surfer Jets there. Acoustic strings. That's like a cheap Tube Screamer copy that kind of does the job. I've got some spare pickups here. Got my Lucky Cat just in case. Got some of these barefoot switches that go nicely on the pedals. Got the Monster Mag. Now this is we're re-releasing this record, so go check it out. It's probably one of my favourites. It came out 10 years ago. I'm putting a party on. In fact, here I've got a t-shirt for the party. Easter Sunday, 20th of April. You're all invited. It's free entry. Yeah, more t-shirts, you can get them at the shop. I think it looks pretty cool in here, doesn't it? That's me recording this. Hello. And I think that's us, guys. Yeah, as you can see, I'm cramped into this room. I've got a light here and a mic there. Oh yeah, and there's my Quilter amp. So that was really worth the money. I use it on every lesson when I'm in a rush. Basically, yeah, when I'm doing a lesson, I need to be like ready to go. I need to like just press a button and record. So I've set this up so that it's just so easy for me just to kind of sit down, press record, make a lesson, edit, do something else, you know what I mean? So there you go, there's my rig rundown of my mini pedal board. Maybe I'll do a separate one for the big pedals another time if that's alright with you guys. But yeah, thank you for watching this, and big thanks to Ryan for sharing the love. And I'll see you all soon. All right.